Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me Matt, where we have a free for you all here on Hill 400, I believe this one is called. Let's go for the players, shall we? It's on the Western Front. Represent the Allies today. We have Sleeping Sub as the British Commonwealth without looking at choice yet. We'll keep an eye on it. We have Fortune Blouser at the gate with Royal Armoured Regiment with Hammer Specialization. Okay, and finishing off for the Allies we have MJP 919 as Airborne Company. So at the gate for the United States of America. Starting out with some Pathfinders. Do we have a command chest on here? Nope. Represent the Germans today. We have Len in your hand as the Waffen-SS without a command church yet. We have Silver Destroyer as Panzerdivision for die Wehrmacht. And Ralph Roberts also as die Wehrmacht without a command church yet. So the British are quickly moving up towards the hill here. Also relocating troops down here. And looks like Sleeping Stuff has gone for Royal Commander Regiment with Anvil Specialization. It should be interesting. I wonder if we'll get to see La Resistance. Probably not, but it would be cool. Meanwhile, the US Airborne are starting to engage with the Germans up here. Ooh, those Pathfinders could be in trouble if they move out there. Yeah, they don't want to be in that position. Germans are waiting until they get enough munitions for Gebaldeladung, I reckon. Meanwhile, the Volksgrenadiers are going to be a distraction down here and have a good angle. Using the tank traps here to check Hedgehog. I also raised the sensitivity on the microphone a little bit. Hopefully that'll make it sound a little bit more clear, because I noticed when I was doing some battles on my own, it was cutting off sometimes. But unfortunately, this might also mean you'll hear the keyboard a lot more, but I don't think it's going to be an issue that much. I don't think people really are minding it that much on this. It really is jarring, then please tell me in the comments if you don't like that my keyboard sounds now and then. I've done all I can to try and stop it, but it just doesn't seem to work. Storm Pioneers are pushing down here pretty aggressively. Actually caught off the British. British down to very few units down there. Here we have the British pushing into the center of the hill here with some rifle sections. Pretty damn good infantry. Some of the best basic infantry that's not the Storm Pioneers. Storm Grenadiers, I mean. From the Waffen-SS, but still the British are just very high quality infantry. They can get the job done pretty well at long range, but good rifle grenades. Looks like Silver Destroyer is doing a good job here with his Grenadiers. And Volksgrenadiers and Pioneers for that matter. But the British just have a lot of rifles at the moment. And the Brits are just very accurate, but I think the Germans might win out in this engagement. Having one less model really does make a difference for the British now in the early game. Makes them a lot weaker. Once they get that extra model though, they can be a lot tougher. The Pathfinder's going to move up here to intercept. Pathfinders are pretty good infantry. There's only three of them, so you have to be very cautious. If you put them in a risky position, they'll die quick. The British are slowly being overrun by the Germans. They're actually pushing up from the trench. Intend to push the British off. Mills bomb in their way. British just be running at this point. Yeah, too many accurate rifle shots there. And the last one goes down. The British have suffered heavy losses here. That's not good early game for the Brits. It's very hard to recover. There's some heavy cover here with weird elevation. In Company of Heroes 3, you wouldn't be able to shoot through this, by the way. Because elevation actually matters in Company of Heroes 3 from what I tested. When I played the multiplayer test. So pretty nice stuff. I'm gonna be excited to see what people do with that in the future. Especially in mods. I'm gonna be very excited for Spearhead 3 for Company of Heroes 3. That's gonna be a very good time, I think. It might take a while for them to make it though, but that's just how it is with mods. Biggest machine gun setting up here for the British. Do note I will keep making Company of Heroes 2 Spearhead videos as long as people keep sending me in replays. There's no reason I should stop, even if Company of Heroes 3 is out. You can always just record several stuff. Varies up the things a little bit, you know? Besides, I still enjoy Spearhead. In trying to get back into playing it a little bit again, as you might have seen in the last two videos. I don't expect too much, it's just I've had a lot of time, and if the work starts getting back on track again, I'm gonna have a lot less time. Once the supply issues are dealt with. Second Vickers here for the British. Trying to get it over here, looks like. But they are running out in the open here, trying to get there, so they might lose a few people.
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Looks like a lot of them are clipped. But now we also have some Hitler Youth nearby. Vickers machine guns are trying to advance up. We also have Bren guns now to the rifle section. But this Vickers machine gun is in trouble because it's being hit by two squads. And the Hitler Youth are not bad infantry, all things considered. Just worse than Storm Grenadiers, but they're still pretty good. They can get the job done. Machine gun manages to get away. You have the British moving up with their Bren gun. Pathfinders are securing an northern flank here slowly. Even setting up a beacon. Ooh. Germans are trying to dig in back here. Probably not sure how to advance yet. You might soon start seeing US airborne arriving on the battlefield because, unlike previous versions of Spearhead for a while, you just get airborne out the gates. Now you actually have to get some command points. They could actually get airborne now if they want. And airborne are really good infantry. Oh. Ah, that's a good trick here. You can sneak up with the Pathfinders and lay mines. You know, that's a very smart little decision there. And the Jeep is camouflaged here in Overwatch with a 30 caliber. Pretty good. And well, the British are moving up here with some rifle sections and a tank on the section. Hitler Youth has been suppressed briefly. But Germans are bringing up an MG34. Do we have a command choice up here yet? Nope, we do not. So only one of the German side is lacking a commander. But Hitler Youth does mean that the SS has gone for Panzer tactics, so we have double Panzer at the moment. That could be a lot of tank. Ooh, Beano Grenade going out. It's an instant exploding grenade, I think. Very good use of the Pathfinders right there. And that's how you use them. See, very nice job. Although the Jeep got hit there. One Pathfinder did go down. And they're actually fairly costly to replace. 55 for one model. But the beacon does allow them to just airdrop in. We also got double paratroopers on the field now. Looks like they airdropped in an open area here. Well, I'm not sure battlefield airdrops is a smart move. Oh, commandos infiltrated back here, but right between all the Germans. It's not the best map to infiltrate commandos, I feel. Not a lot of ambient buildings. Well, there's a few, but the Germans are just keeping an eye on everything. Even building this little bunker down here with a machine gun and keep an eye on the point. Also, no, I don't think you can have the territory if you're stealthed anymore. So that's good and bad, because it means you cannot obviously capture territory under a machine gun. But it's also good that you won't be discovered if you're behind enemy lines and are crawling through the point. Which I think is a good change, personally. Get into 2 Pathfinders, though. Pretty useful. And the airborne are getting equipped with machine guns slowly. BAR and 30 caliber. That's going to be a lot of automatic firepower on this one squad. Germans are getting more units up here. Also arming their Volks Grenadiers with MP40s. And got their own Aufklar to spot ahead for the Pathfinders. We also have an MT42 up here. The Germans are scavenging the Jeep for 12 fuel. That's actually not bad at all. 12 fuel from a Jeep? Pretty good haul. And not the best building for the airborne to be in, though, I think. I'm also going to try and keep the mouse down here in the open space until someone gets some ideas what we can put down here. Just so it doesn't interfere when I hover over a thing where it like glows up, as you can see, like that. Can I also zoom in like this? Yes, I can. Good. We'll try and we'll try it out for now. See how that turns out. Looks like we have an Untersturmführer there. I will, however, click on them to get a look over here. Pulling in some kind of artillery barrage. Looks like it's going to be smoke. Ooh, no, that's not smoke. That's normal barrage. Smoke is the one next to it. It's good I have the big resolution now for myself, because I can actually see people's abilities and what they're using. I couldn't actually do that before, while you could. Which made it a little bit awkward for me. Ooh, that biggest machine gun's being hit hard. It gets taken out. We do have a Wasp Universal Carrier coming up. Quickly watching forward with its flamethrower. Ooh, the Germans are lacking in AT equipment. They do have a Panzerjäger back there from the Waffen-SS. But they just got away with a Panzerschreck. Which does hit the Wasp! Oh god, okay! Panzer Grenadiers being equipped with an MG34. It's gonna make them very good at holding the line here. Let's see, meanwhile the airborne is digging in and waiting. While the Germans are digging in opposite of them somewhat, but still no command choice here from Ralph Roberts, being very cautious. And lots of marksman rifles for the British rifle sections here. I guess it's popular again. Personally, I was never really a fan of the marksman rifles for the squads, but that's just a personal opinion.
Army commandos ready to go.
Oh, British commanders infiltrated back here. There's only 3 of them. And now the Germans are just turning around to shoot at them. I don't think they're gonna make it. Yep. Especially not with all these submachine guns over here. Maybe I should just call them in normally and then infiltrate them up at the front line. Looks like we have a half-track coming up here for the Germans. From Silver Destroyer. Also laying mines there in preparation. Oh, they've gone for commander. It is Strafdivision, okay. Half-track is being very aggressive with the MP40s in sight. Looks like the machine gun was pin briefed though. Let's back up. You have an extra man on the rifle sections now. But they are lacking in AT equipment. Yeah, born on nearby. They do have an AT gun. He's gonna try and zoom past. Can it? Nope. That's a dead half-track and crew. Machine gun trying to set up here to an MG34. British moving close, but there's also German infantry moving to intercept here. And the British infantry is being suppressed. But they are throwing a Mills bomb though. Pretty good throw at that. Oof. But the British squad does die. Not sure what the airborne were doing there, but the MG42 spotted them. Map is somewhat even at the moment, looking at it is split. Oh, we have the King's Own Yorkshire Line Infantry here. Unique to Royal Armoured. They've been equipped with a Boy's AT rifle, evidently. They can also get a second weapon on them, because they can get 2 weapon slots, unlike the normal rifle section, it only has 1 weapon slot. That's also a thing that differentiates the Waffen-SS here from the other factions. That basic infantry, the Storm Grenadiers, have 2 weapon slots, unlike all other basic infantry from all other factions. Ooh, artillery strike on the north. Oh, airborne got hit hard. Called in here by the Lieutenant. Pathfinders have been spotted by the Aufklärer. The Germans still trying to get back on the top of the hill here, but the British machine guns are just peppering the top of it. Looks like we have some more bullets balloon into the Vickers, and there goes, it rips into them. Looks like we have the US airborne on the strafing run. They're trying to hit the machine. Oh, good shot at the end of the strafe. And they'll just keep coming for a while. Because they really did buff the airstrikes, which I think was a good thing. Problem is the machine gun is still there and they end up retreating. As they probably realize what's going to happen right afterwards. And still, an MG42 can still mow them down in seconds. But the mortar's trying to finish it off. And the fighting continues in the center here. I'm not moving on the southern flank though. I'm quite silent. Waffen-SS is just digging in with more and more trenches and bunkers. The King's Own Yorkshire is trying to push up here. Throwing a grenade. They've been armed with a Bren gun and a anti-tank rifle. Ooh, that's the cool thing about the King's Own Yorkshire. They can kind of dual purpose themselves that way. And now it's been cleared up here by a second strafe. Wait. Alright, strafing is like super quick in its cooldown, I think. Overall, I think all the US airborne commander abilities with planes have very quick recharge time. Unless it's like something big. Which is one of the big factors of having a commander that can use airstrikes. Because you can just keep calling in very, very fast. German mortar is still shilling the area though. Vickers is being hit by that MT-34 from the... Not sure who this is from. This is from the Untersturmführer from the Waffen-SS. It looks like it. So they grabbed the MT-34 from off the ground, probably from the Panzer Grenadiers. We are moved too close here, but the Germans were prepared. That's just lots of rifles here. And the guy doesn't make it out of there. Oh, that's a huge loss. Airborne squads are very expensive. Looks like the Royal Commandos are trying to call some artillery strikes down here in the southern flank. Just a commander or brigade lieutenant, not an actual commando squad. It looks like they braced the bunker here so they cannot use this machine gun. Now they're unbracing it. Now the British out in the open. That's going to suppress them. Oh, yeah, not looking good for the British at all. Meanwhile, the US Air Force has done a lot of work so far. We do have a half-man call in here from the Germans. Airborne are trying to dig in up here. They got their 30 caliber and BAR squad, I think. No, just a 30 caliber. Which is a pretty good machine gun, don't get me wrong. Oh, we have a Greyhound trying to push to the center here. Explosive loaded. Loading hand assist rounds. Ooh, good shots. Panzerbüchse is hitting it though. Does have side skirts now, which does give it more armor. 40% more armor, which is actually a pretty good upgrade for this thing, I think. But the Panzerbüchse still takes out the gun. Machine gun's still working though. But it manages to pull back. I believe the Greyhound is unique to Royal Armoured for the British. Because Royal Armoured is kind of meant to be like more of a mechanized, rapid movement commander for the British. Ooh, and that artillery strike is pretty heavy. Destroying another airborne squad. Ooh, and then the VA squad is gonna die too. Not bad for the Germans. They do have double machine gun here. That's a lot of machine gun. Panzer IV arriving here in the battlefield for the center flank, center front of the Germans. Ready to begin the Panzer March. Or at least to consolidate the German defense up here. So the more of the US airborne are being airdropped in. Also the AI, like it is clearing a lot. Does seem to minimize losses when landing. No real obstacles to stop the parachutes. Panzer IV is pushing up. There's a lack of British AT that can pierce it. Because the boys' AT rifle certainly cannot. We do have an AT gun coming up here. Centaur. Centaur will not do much. AT gun doing its best here. US Air Force keeps strafing the Germans. They need to get some AA support. Like, getting anti-air is very important if you know your enemy has gone for commander that uses air power. As else they will just dominate you with their abilities. As I said, like, the airstrike abilities are ready again so fast and are fairly cheap. Like, for 20 munitions you can call in 3 Thunderbolts to strafe an area. That is pretty effective. HS Sherman pushing up now too. The Americans are being very aggressive, which is good to see. It is a very aggressive faction, so... Everyone knows everyone being shot to pieces as they retreat. Looks like they might make it though. HS Sherman pushing up. There's a pack. I'm supposed to hit a tree, I think. Gonna force the 2 back for a bit, especially with the Panzer IV in the flank. Needs to be very cautious. M8 pushing up. There's a pack though. It misses. Not sure what this M8 is doing. Being very aggressive here. Very brave. Needs to keep driving. There's a lack of stuff to fight it. Sturmpaniers don't have anything that can stop it. There's an F1 command tank down here and it's been hit by in the rear by the pack. Oh, it missed! Can the M8 make it out? Oh, another miss! It stopped driving though! No! I think that M8 could actually be saved. But it just kept driving. Another air strike from the US Air Force. They are not letting up. And that's why you need to get AA, people. Get some flak emplacements or something. Or flak half tracks. That's a smoke grenade. Panzer IV is are being prepared though. We have another beacon being set up here by the Pathfinders. They're really trying to do their best here. Not looking good for the Germans though, because another airstrike might be coming in soon. That's where it's being shot here in the center. You also have a Firefly arriving here for the British now. 4 commandos infiltrated. Oh, there's a lack of German infantry down here now. Means if they could jump out and take out that bunker, they could get to work. The Germans are probably going to move to intercept them quickly. Yeah, we have some Hitler youth. They're probably being relocated to try and deal with these 3 commandos. There's after all only 3 of them. They're highly skilled, but there's only 3. And they're gonna demo charge it, which makes sense. Hitler youth are nearby though. Yeah, the fighting continues in the center here.
The squad's gone.
What happened down here? Oh, did they just suicide it? That seems like a waste of commandos, but they did open it up. And with that, the British are going to move up with their rifle section and the commander lieutenant. Damn, no cut. Oh, that plane just got shot down. Ah, the Germany, they finally got a flag half-track. And you can see the thing already got to work. Taking out 3 of the planes. And with that, the United States might have to reconsider their air superiority here. Remember, they can't just switch back to their normal artillery barrage instead of the aircraft now. Which they might want to consider if the Germans get enough AA. Oh, they bolted the cover there, was probably not intentional. E2's Sherman pushing up. Hack is still back here, turning around quickly. Being crewed by German penal troopers. Got a good shot there. Now the air raid is being prepared here by the United States. They are suppressed though. But looks like the air raid will come off. Here it comes. Black half-track will get to work again though. As you can see, quickly just mowing down the planes. Yeah, the US Air Force is probably using a lot more planes now than they wanted. You know, the Germans have retaken this cutoff points. The British commanders not done too well. We have a land mattress ready. We have the Sherman Mark 5 coming out as well. Centaurs are pushing up through the center. Trying to prepare for the front line, but their shots are not hitting much. Panzer 8 is a present still and a pack. Instead we're going in from the land mattress. US airborne dropping in, doing it. That's a very bad move. They're just being shot down as they land. Instead with the Großdeutschland being right here. Yeah, I think it was a waste of airborne. They probably overshot that jump. They probably intend to land back here when you think about it. Ugh. Painful. Painful stuff. Good Mark 5 now running for the commandos. Rommel Mark 4 in the center here for the British. More of the King's Own Yorkshire moving up now with a Lewis machine gun from the First World War. Oh, Sherman's been immobilized. Got a position you want to be stuck in as a tank. You're quite vulnerable if you're like immobilized like this. Especially in a position like that. All it takes the pack to get one more penetrating shot. Or this Panzer 4 to get a turning shot on the side, who knows? Firefly pushing up. And they sent up providing support for the Firefly. Sherman finally got taken out. US Air Force trying to strafe in to save it. Heavy mortar ramming here for the Germans. Mark 5 Sherman preparing to push on the southern flank. They've already taken out the gunner hound here. There's a minefield. They don't have any minesweepers. That could certainly be a problem. They have no minesweepers here. Looks like they dodged it. Oh, good grenade there from the Hitler Youth. Not an incendiary though, so the British can still take it. They will deny the fuel to the Germans. The British are pushing very hard up here in the hill. Losing another centaur here to the pack.
The Centaur ACAC tank has been destroyed.
US Air Force strafes in again. They're not stopping. And it really doesn't stop.
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
Good job here. This has been a very interesting match so far. Oh, good cannon bomb there from the airborne, taking out the lieutenant. They were slowly being pushed back into the base here. The southern flank is falling slowly to the British. Several minefields though. US Airborne is pushing up. They will get in range of the base pillboxes though. Pathfinder sneaking up, but there's still an Alpha clan nearby. Having mortar on the work and counter barrage by the looks of it. Hill is almost fully in British hands. And if that hill is fully in British hands, that's going to be very hard to take back, I feel. Cromwell 95, armed with a howitzer here for the commandos. Unique 2 commander regiment, I'm pretty sure. Stupa on the field here for the staff division. Now that might be a problem for the US Airborne to deal with. Yep, that's a dead lieutenant. Sure, the airstrike still comes in, but only 2 planes because he didn't manage to finish it. And now the airborne is in trouble, I feel. Because the Stupa does not play around when it's fighting infantry. It fires a pretty big high explosive shield after all. It is an 80 gun though, but it's only a 57. Not sure if that'll be enough. Oh, US captain got spotted. Ooh, he dodged it barely. He's preparing to get bombing runs though. But he needs to be kept safe. He'll call that in that airstrike whenever the time arrives. Oh, and that's that 80 gun. That 57 did not survive that shell. Pathfinder's trying to lay mines. If the Stupa drives over a mine, it's probably gonna die. But they have spotted them, and the Stupa's gonna try and kill them, I think. Yeah, the Pathfinder's not gonna make that. Indeed, they cancelled and run. Suddenly there's a lot of action here. We do have a command Panzer IV down here, pushing back the British on the southern flank. Capturing the points bit by bit. Stupa has caused a lot of havoc on the airborne. They're ordering a full retreat. Firefly Relocates deal with it. Doesn't penetrate the front. Doesn't penetrate the front again. So the front of the Stupa is holding up this time to the 17-pounder. Again, a third deflection. That Stupa has been very lucky today. It is also trying to hit at a max. There we go, 1 penetration there. You see how much that did. More airborne dropping in. Risky landing, I think. Looks like it works out for now, but they're pinned. And that's not a good position for the airborne to be in. And the Stupa is almost ready again. Oh, they're getting close here. They're going to try and composite B it. But they've been suppressed. Like, very brave with the airborne, but it's not going to work. Panzer IV at the flank here. Stop the Firefly. Another Firefly nearby though on the hunt.
Units can now use Pied launchers to take on armor and Bren guns for extra firepower.
There we go, Panzer IV down. Oh well, decrewed anyway. We have a Cromwell Mark IV coming up as well.
Firefly here. We going hunting?
Commander Regiment still has the land matches here.
Cromwell tank, reporting for orders.
And the hill is in British hands. The Germans pushed them off, I wonder, because this is going to give the Allies double the manpower, because they... not manpower. Double the munitions, because they have both the munitions points. It's certainly going to be very potent. Cromwell Mark IVs are becoming Cromwell Mark Vs. It's not a big surprise. Who wouldn't want to say no to 25% increased armor? Germans trying to dig in down here now, realizing they have to wait for something to push back. They have to commit to some kind of counterattack. They are getting more and more panzers. We are seeing double Panzer IV now to supplement the Stupa. Which could certainly be a problem here for the airborne, but the airborne is preparing with mines. Because they know what's going to happen. They're also getting an M10, I think, or is that a Jackson? That's an M10, right. I don't think anyone can get the Jackson. Nope, but they do get the M10. Panzer IV got destroyed, so it's denied for the Germans to recover. Airborne is still laying mines. Students of Fuß opening fire. Somewhere. Looks like towards the center. Oh, right in the machine gun, destroying it! Sure, the Stukas Fus is inaccurate, but if it hits directly, it destroys it. It's also a very good shock weapon. Now, with the machine gun gone, there's still tanks though. The Germans are lacking in the infantry to push. Yeah, that's another focus grenadier gone. The airborne have laid mines around. Yep. Several M6 mines. But the Stupa is just gonna attack ground, I think. Yep. This is gonna slowly take hits. Oh boy. Does it hit the mine? It does not damage the mine though. It's good to know. The mines can survive the explosive barrages. Now artillery's landing in as well. No, from the heavy mortar, my bad. Now let's see if the Stupa hits a mine if it's gonna die. M10 being very brave here. Oh, good penetration from the M10. Panzer 4 is the next target though. I will not target him. Ability lost. Yeah, that's a dead M10. But Panzer 4 hits a mine. And you see for 15 munitions, an M6 mine destroyed a whole Panzer 4. And this is why mining is important in anti-tank warfare. You'd be surprised how effective mines are. Oh. Oh, the Germans stole one of the Shermans. They have a Beutepanzer here, but not for long, I reckon. Yeah, there it goes. Didn't realize that managed to capture one of the Shermans down there. They are getting a Tiger tank soon, though. Meanwhile, the Großdeutschland is just sitting up around here to keep an eye on things. We're just also starting to lay mines on the hill. Realizing if they get pushed back, they need something to delay the Germans advancing further. And you'd be surprised how effective just a few mines are. Because you can just hold the tank push instantly when they realize there's mines. Pioneers are moving up though with minesweepers. Panzergrenadiers try to push up here, but they're getting suppressed. The British control the hill after all. They do have Panther tanks coming out. And the Panther is on average, I'd say, better than the Tiger, at least in frontal armor capacity and speed. So dealing with the firefight frontally, you should definitely go for the Panther. It's far better at dealing with it.
We have lost a pack gun.
Stupa is still pushing up though over here. The airborne has pulled back somewhat. Probably is a smart thing. Yeah, the Germans are not moving too far ahead. They know they need minesweepers. They're also scavenging every wreck they can find. And yeah, they're just shooting randomly into the open to try and think wherever the airborne might be. Need to be very cautious there. Artillery strike on the center of the hill. Ooh, Panthers pushing up again. And Firefly getting penetration. Oh, got a critical hit there by the Panther. And the Panther manages to back off safely again. With the Stormfield trying to call in artillery in the center. That's not good while in with no cover, but nothing is targeting him. We also have Panzer Grenadiers here. Tiger tank moving up to the hill. Looks like they wanted to use the Tiger to secure the hill here. Bomb will take out. There was artillery shots from somewhere. Ah, from a sexton back there, right. Panther now pushing up on the hill. There's mines though. And the Pioneer's not nearby. I'm pretty sure the Germans know the mines are there. I think these only activate on tanks. Yeah, Pioneers are coming up here. Oh, good penetration there, the Panther. Ooh, and the German infantry got mowed down. Ooh, that's a huge loss. Germans decide to pull back. Not gonna take the hill this time. They're gonna be back later. Now, this Firefly's done a good job just keeping an eye on things. We do have a Major here for the Staff Division. A very high-ranking member of the German army in the local area, present to oversee the front line. Well, he can transfer munitions. Ooh.
our troops.
That's very intriguing. Okay. They can just give you more munitions if you need them. And also recoup losses. Ooh. Because remember, some of your abilities are now tied to your major, your commander. So, or your highest ranking officer. If you want to use some battlefield-wide abilities, you need to go for your highest ranking officer. So commander's not been doing well here, building is on fire. But they do control the fuel point, they just don't have the connection point up here. But Tiger's now moving down to flush them out. With some Panzergrenadier support behind them. Yeah, don't think the British can stop this Tiger here. Unless they get very, very lucky. At least the German's being lucky so far, it's not being hit by the Tiger yet. There goes Sherman now. Tank hunters trying to get close. And the Panzergrenadier is way out in the open, so they were not as good at the position. Panzer tactics need to get some more troops down there to secure it, I feel. Panzergrenadiers is trying to grab all the equipment they can here, include this pack. In for a long match here, folks. So we're nowhere near finished. And the Stupa is just going to be more and more dangerous unless the Americans can get rid of it.
We have lost a pack gun.
Oh, Landmaster is opening fire on the southern flank here, I think. Yeah, several rockets hit the Tiger tank, but the Tiger's still holding up. That's a German mine, yep. This Cromwell's in trouble. 80 gun present right here. Got a good shot there. Oh, the Tiger needs... Oh, God! Quickly trying to back off. Smoke popped, very smart. That's probably not the kind of distance you want to have your Tiger against an 80 gun. Firefly was also nearby just in case. Just don't fear from the Panzer Division pushing down here. Taking out one of the crews there. Oh, there's the Cromwell. Oh, there was a mine! There's a telemine there. And that's why mines are so vital. And there's also a mine there. Oh my god. I don't think the Understorm actually needed to retreat. You'll probably have won that, but he probably just did it in haste. Duba is waiting here for new orders. Got another order there to fire. Getting near this Sherman, but doesn't do enough. That's a voyage down. Just trying to scavenge the pan for wreck. Will they manage it? 50 fuel for that wreck, that's pretty good. What is the Germans actually using their powers? Oh well, their mechanics. Yeah, and we're also seeing scavenging going on down here to deny this machine gun. But remember, you can use it on the enemy team weapons to deny it for them. Yeah, 15 munitions for a machine gun, it's not too bad. Tiger tank being repaired. You're gonna see a second Tiger soon. They have tractors remains back here, good. Americans have not tried any other airstrikes after that for a while. We do have a veterans here, 5 captain though from the US Airborne. Probably just from being near all the fighting. Remember, your officers don't actually have to do any fighting themselves, they just need to be near the front line. And that's how they get veterancy. US Armored Forces moving up here. M10 being a little bit careful. Lots of shots still being exchanged here. 17 pounder position going up. Stuber got penetrated by something. Probably this German. Actually, it might be the M10. Germans have managed to secure the southern fuel though, or at least are about to. I think there's a commando squad nearby that's got good sight on it somehow. Don't need more. Sherman nearby pushing up though. Also the Untersturmführer will move to take it though. And he will succeed. And Tiger tank moving down there as well. Yeah, but now we have Tiger tanks arriving, and double Tiger tank is very hard, especially for the commandos to deal with, I feel. Yep. Command's doing their best here. Now with double Bren gun. But the Tiger tank rebuilds itself. British have brought a lot more sextons in now. And the 17-pounder position is up. US airborne is circling overhead. Looks like it might be a recon run here. But it's probably gonna get shut down by the half track. Yeah, we're already getting to work there. Still getting the Allies a very good idea of what's going on. Plane is somehow not being shut down yet. It's surviving surprisingly long. Good for it. That's force trying to push out here. But an M10 with the Sherm support is doing a pretty decent job, and the 17-pounder as well. The Tigers are ready to move on the southern flank as needed. And the Waffen SS Panzer Grenadiers are moving up. I saw some Storm Grenadiers over here. Getting inside the trench with the MG42. Oh, fight has certainly lasted a while already. Oh, Veterancy 5, King's Own Yorkshire. Ooh. First opening fire. Hitting it straight near the American armor. Doing a pretty good job at it. And there's too many bullets here for the US airborne to handle, I think. They're being very brave though. The heavy cover is holding up. But they have to go. Lots of big shells are going to be landing around. British digging in the center of the hill again. Texans opening fire on the German front line. Großdeutschland trying to push up. There's too many shots, so they get suppressed. Oh, not good. They got completely pinned. They will get out of there alive, I think. Yep, looks like it. Panzer 4 up here getting a good shot. Like I say, it's not overextending yet. British commandos are having a little bit of an issue moving, I think. Or realizing what they have to do, or attempt to try and get rid of those Tigers. Land match was opening fire in the German front line here. They're all just applying pressure up here at this hard point. Probably realizing it is some kind of hard point for the Germans to hold that flank. US armor's trying to probe at the front line here, but there's still too many packs.
German Firefly complete.
M10 taken out. Looks like the Tiger tank's on the move. Small British wrecks have been scavenged by the Germans.
This is it. Taking fire.
There's only one British AT gun, but there's several Piats. Not sure if these Piats will be enough. You never know. A Firefly could turn to flank though. Which could certainly be the plan here. Piats going out. Overshot. Explosive missed. He had missed again, but it does kill the gunner, or injure the gunner anyway. Somehow. Because everyone's trying to push up here through the smoke, but Stupa stops them. Artillery strikes being called in here by the German officers. Yeah, I think this British position is in jeopardy. Piats are still trying to launch shots out, but they're not really hitting. Oh, that one hit! Oh, and then Firefly on the flank. Oh, the Tiger's actually in trouble suddenly. Those Fireflies are actually a pretty big danger to the Tigers. They have to get out of there. Turning their guns on the Fireflies though. Take down one of them. One is covering for the other as it retreats. So the Tigers will be able to back off out of this. Like 2 Tigers working together is very hard to deal with. Oh, and we also have a King Tiger. Okay, the Germans are bringing out all the big guns for this hill. This is going to turn into a huge battle for this little hill here. This hill must be very, very important. Wait, did the other Tiger die? No, I just don't know where it is. It's back there. Okay, that's why. I didn't see it on the minimap. A little bit confused. Now, the 70 pounders could still threaten the King Tiger, but the frontal armor of a King Tiger is pretty ridiculous. And one shot is all it takes for the King Tiger to destroy a Firefly. Yeah, the British suddenly need to, and the Allies in general, just need to realize they need to deal with this King Tiger somehow. And there's still no Kampfkraft Center for the Central Wehrmacht with the Panzerdivision. No, because if so, you could actually start leveling up its veterancy if you have the resources. It's actually pretty potent for the King Tiger. Like the more veterancy the heavy tank gets, the more potent it becomes. Much more potent. Oh, Tiger got destroyed by Cromwell? Wow.
Ready for trouble.
What? Wow, okay, very impressive Cromwell Mark 5. Good job. I don't think the other Tiger's too pleased though, and it's already moving to the southern flank down here.
Incoming mortars!
Need to pour myself some more water. Water? I don't know how to say the British thing, the joke, the meme. Anyway, that half track is down with the ACK. King Tiger pushing up again.
We have a forward structure under attack.
And we've got some water. And it's not a lot here to deal with the King Tiger frontally. And that's another Firefly gone. Putting high explosion shell. 17 pounder replacement turning around. Taking out the machine gun there. Oh boy. Oh, one Firefly penetrated. And that scares enough to make that King Tiger start to pull back. M10 is going for it. Absolute mad lad. That little 3-inch gun is not going to be enough. Not against the King Tiger anyway. Well, this is happening. The Stupa is pushing up on the north. There's not enough here to stop it. And I don't think there's any more mines. No, but I don't see any other airborne mines here. Like, I would probably have mined everything up here if I could. That's just a personal thing. I like to mine stuff in these games. I'm pretty decent at mining. I think so myself. Unless I forget, and I'm not. Because I forget stuff all the time. Especially in the middle of battle. Lots of artillery strikes landing on both sides. Oh, Storm Grenadier died there, dropping the MG42. Ooh. Huh. Build count remains on the weapon and they drop, apparently. That's weird. Ooh, and that's an airburst straight on the heavy mortar, killing the crew. Yeah, the airbursting inside the German base now. Texans are pretty lethal when they get very high veterancy like that. Most things are. Our German spotted the beacon and destroyed it. Trooper pushes up here to the build points. It is an assault gun after all, so it is kind of supposed to break through fortifications. And now it's too close to fire. It does have a minimum range. Sherman 76 pushing up here. Oh, Lieutenant got killed. Oh, it's not looking good there. Tiger pushing him on the hill. Where's the King Tiger? Still back at base, is moving out again. We're just having a hard time holding the hill all of a sudden because of all the... Well, actually there's not a lot of German stuff there at the moment. They can still hold it fine, but once that King Tiger comes back, that's probably when the problem is going to start arising. Yeah, the Allies are lacking in late game commanders, I feel. Airborne and command have just lacked the punch of dealing with all this heavy armor that the Germans are bringing to bear. Like, armor's doing a good job, the best they can, but that's going to be a lot of pressure coming their way here with the King Tiger. Stukas firing as well. You saw the lens flare. Oh, good little stun there. And with that, the King Tiger pushes up. There's a lack of Panzer Grenadiers to follow up, though. Oh, penetration from the small gun. Okay. King Tiger has to pull back after that. Probably a wise move. Stupa remains operational. Panzer IV got destroyed there by the Firefly. The Baldeladung being thrown here by the Pioneers. Not really hitting it and doing that much damage, to be fair. Tiger tanks might prepare for another push down here at some point. Royal Commanders do have a level Veteran C5 land mattress, so that's pretty good. Tiger doing its best here. Hitler Youth moving out here with the MG42 they pilfered off the ground. Pushing forwards bit by bit. And if the Germans can get this cut-off point, they can start to get more fuel. At least they've cut off the Allies from it. And mines are being laid behind this. Good to see. Regal mines. Very cheap mine that can basically destroy or disable most vehicles. I remember back in the day when I played some of the earlier versions of Spearheads. One Regal mine once destroyed an entire IS-2. Just like one Regal mine. That just feels very good when you pull that off. Oh, Sherman being very aggressive here. Oh, and M10 also got a shot in. And the Stupa is down! Now that's a huge loss there for the Staff Division. But they got enough resources to call in another one. They immediately get into work on that. King Tiger preparing to push up again. We're still holding on. And a lot of movement on the southern flank. And somewhat quiet. A lot of it is about this King Tiger pushing up on the hill, in all honesty. This is where most of the action is. Heat round loaded. I wouldn't recommend using heat rounds against infantry targets. Might be on the AT gun now. But there's a lot of smoke to obscure its view. Which is actually making it drive closer, which is actually to the British advantage. Yeah, they got a thermal screen off. Not gonna do anything. That's not a thermal screen, that's the other grade. Didn't do anything though. As his air force just flew overhead. Probably a strafing run again. Now that the AA half-track is actually gone. Oh, King Tiger took out on a Firefly. Good assault here from the Germans on the hill. And King Tiger just does not budge.
Our brave infantry is dying.
King Tiger does just so much work. But German infantry is thinning out. Without enough infantry, I don't think they can take the hill. Oh, okay, I suppose the King Tiger's heat round is still pretty good against infantry positions. Never mind what the hell I'm saying. Here's a Stupa again. King Tiger has to pull back as his infantry support dies. Germans have managed to take this munitions point though. They probably had that for a while actually. Panther coming out to supplement the King Tiger. Good decision. US Airborne is sitting up here, but you also got the US Major in the field now. So all the high stuff is coming onto the field now. Oh, it's gonna be that MT-42 up there. Now the Stupa is back to cause havoc. It's actually best when you free out the gates. Probably thanks to the Kampfkopf Center. Yep. So that's a very potent Stupa with a lot of increased potential. They're much faster reloads. 15% faster reload. That's actually pretty good for such a big weapon. Putting a heat round there. German backs off though, an M10. No, that's not an M10, that's a 76. Penetrated. Stupa's in trouble. Ooh, good pack shot. The other pack is also turning around quick. And Sherman gone. We're just getting a lot of various light units now to just overrun the southern flank. Probably realizing that the SS Panzer tactics is relying too much on the Tigers and not enough on the infantry. So if they just get enough weapons out and units out, they can just overman them. It's just the thing with the super heavy tanks, or just heavy tanks in general. They can't be overmanned if you just have enough stuff. And they're also very high in upkeep, so when you have them on the fields, your income is drastically reduced. Always remember that. This King Tiger's doing a lot of work. Oh, that was a good shot from the firefighter. Almost killed it. Smoke popped. It's gonna back off as fast as it can. Panther's present though. M10 can get some side shots. No penetration. Was because there's no side shot armor in, or side armor in Company Heroes 2. There would be Company Heroes 3, so I think with Company Heroes 3, that Panther would probably been dead there. Because the Panther had very thin side armor. Very, very thin side armor. It was the frontal arm of the Panther that really was the impressive thing about it. As I said before, the frontal arm of a Panther is higher than on a Tiger tank. The basic Tiger, not the King Tiger, obviously. The King Tiger is a whole nother beast. French being set up here by the Waffen-SS. The commanders are getting shots in. Having suppressed now. US Air Force is keeping an eye on the situation. As with the lack of the AA half-track, the US Air Force can do a lot more reliable work. And the airborne commander has already taken good knowledge of that. Where's the captain? He's back at base. Just a slow circling strafe around to get an eye on everything. A recon sweep. And the commanders are just lasting this long behind heavy cover against the Tiger. Of course because of the distance and the Tiger can't hit them. But they decide to pull back. Lots of 80 guns per hit by the British. Tiger pushing up. Takes out one Sherman there. .88 does do its work against the most of the Allied tanks. The 88mm gun is really, really effective.
Combat unit ready.
Ooh, double Mark 4 Churchill, not Churchills, Cromwells. They really need that Mark 5 to be worthwhile against Tigers, I think. Because they need the extra armor, but then again, if they get penetrated, it doesn't really matter. The 88 is just that powerful with high penetration. King Tiger ready to move again. It's a veteran to 2 King Tiger. little Kampfkraft Center for the Wehrmacht Panzerdivision. It is ordered to fire an infantry with its main gun, which I feel is a waste. Oh, main gun destroyed. Good shot, AT gun. It's gonna make it slow down again and pull back. Oh, I see what the Allies are doing. Because there's no German recon here. They're gonna try and set up some mines out in the open. They're pulling back though, probably for good reason. Ooh, good shot in the pan for there. Firefly did get hit, but it's pulling back. It's pushing out. Oh, that's super again. So many explosions happening here. Did the ally cancel the mine? Oh, the M6 mine is there. Those Pathfinders probably start crawling away. Oh, that's very risky. They got spotted because they finally got that close. But there's still a mine here. Oh, it's drove a little bit further forward. Just a little bit. Oh, but it did not go. It did not hit the tank. I don't even think the Germans realized there was a mine. Oh boy. And look at this anti-tank gun front down here. I guess the Germans are not going to do much there unless they get the infantry support up and going. And good, the Allies keep smoking the King Tiger so I cannot use its gun. Very good. Trying to deny them the use of the King Tiger for as much as possible. Tiger tank moving for the hill again. We do have 3-inch guns now being pulled up here by the United States. Try and stop them in the British defense against the Tiger tanks. German infantry's probing up now. Realize they're just dealing with a lot of AT guns. There's the Germans just mass some Panzer Grenadiers there or something in. They can probably start pushing up on that position. There's still one Sherman now. Tiger tank going on the hunt again. Let's try and take out those Fireflies. Doesn't penetrate. Oh, and that's one Tiger tank gone. Need to be careful around the Fireflies. If they penetrate, they will hurt. King Tiger pushing up though. Panzer Grenadiers trying to push up. They're not close enough to the tank. There we go. One of them is close enough there. But it might be a little bit too much.
We are suffering losses.
Alpha also moving up. And all the smoke from the bridge is just so well played here from Fortune Blouse. Continuously smoking the German tanks. Like a tank down here. And this battle is just moving onwards and onwards. King Tiger pushing up again. Airburst landing around and M10 is nearby. Doesn't have sight on it because of this bush apparently. Fireflies taking shots, land matches opening fire. Sherman's on the flank here. Holy shit, it just continues. Storm Grenadiers managed to destroy one of the AT teams. Actually, several of them. Took his first opening fire again. He actually had an Aufklar here who's kept an eye on stuff for a while. Oh, one Firefly taken out by Stukas. Stuka pushing up here again with his Staff Division. Germans are relying a lot on their Panzers here. Big infantry push here with lots of Piats. Wonder if that'll actually have any impact on it. Well, Panzer Grenadier surviving here for the Wehrmacht. They need to repair this King Tiger. And the King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry is actually doing a pretty good job just keeping the German infantry away. Keeping the hill under British control. And they are light infantry, so fighting in rough terrain is kind of what they're supposed to, I suppose. German pushing up here. There's a pack waiting behind the smoke. Oh, they're Thunder Run now, I think. Yep, they're Thunder Run for the American Germans. Intent trying to take some shots here. No penetration. Germans laying mines. Good to see. There's going to be some S mines here to stop infantry. German pushing again. Speed round loaded. Well, it might be the smoke shell. We're just going to see the smoke. There's infantry being repulsed by the Germans in this trench. That's a grenade though, that might be an instant grenade, yep. Just pulling back at that. Now the British is moving to take out this cutoff point, but actually it's not a full cutoff point actually. In this angle. King Tiger pushing up again. Pioneers are getting very close here. They're not focusing the Pioneers. Oh god. Now they're pinning them slowly. Might be a little too late. Well, actually not. Good grenade. Like these King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry is actually pretty good. Tiger tank. It's again like so many Tiger tanks here. Hanscom is trying to get up. 17 pounder in placement again. The King Tiger keeps it pushing going. Well, it's pulling back again, but still they did not take any damage there. Oh, they do have a minesweeper here, so the Americans can clear out this minefield.
Sherman ready to go.
That's the Germans gone. I think the Germans are slowly being whittled down, but they are causing a lot of damage to the Allies. If the Germans can take this hill back, I think the Germans could be in the dominancy and turn this battle around. But it's hard to say, because the Allies just keep getting stuff out. But what's with all these 80 guns? They're not really doing much down here. Oh, good Firefly shot down the Tiger. Like, do not underestimate the Firefly. This thing can do a lot of work. Tiger managed to get out of the sight. Another Panzergrenadier shooting themselves with the Sturmgewehrs.
Send your orders.
Americans taking the fuel point back up there. The rockets. Looks like it's a land mattress. Flying over here, so it's first fighting return. Getting the sensible front here. British are, however, still entrenched. Anti-force ready to push in this flank. They might be trying to push, but the 70 pounder turns around, destroys one of the Panzer IVs. King Tiger needs to get ready to move again. It is a veteran free King Tiger. This thing is very, very dangerous. Trying to climb the hill. Through the smoke and the sandbags, another 17 pounder emplacement being set up. Bring up the Firefly. 17 pounder emplacement turning around. No penetration there. German on the flank, getting some good shots on the Panther there.
A capture point is under attack.
The Yorkshire Light Infantry still doing a good job.
Armor here.
And more Shermans I'm having here for the United States pushing up again, but they're fun to run now on the Shermans.
Ready to go. Prepare to execute.
British commanders trying to push up. Looks like they killed a lot of German infantry here. Or they might also have been British infantry. They're preparing to push up here. There's an Ostwind though. Those Canadians on flag fire.
Under fire.
Mine's being prepared by the Germans. They realize they might get overrun at some point again. Here comes a lot of airborne infantry. Well, only one airborne infantry specifically, but you know what I mean. Trying to push up here using the Rex for cover. Someone's saying something's not that mobile. Good smoke on the machine gun. Very good play there from the Americans. Americans tanks on Overwatch up here. Panzer IV is not as good as you'd think as it's in this vanilla. Overall, just Allied tanks in general a lot better in Spearhead. But still, the Germans winning out this time. Probably because of the high veterancy of these Panzer IVs.
We have lost a pack gun.
Really pushing up. Oh, the Allies are not having enough to stop them. 17 pound emplacement is still a good spot though. Take out that one in short order. Oh, hit a wreck in the way. Airborne just lost all their tank support. Except one Sherman. Wow, that Panzer IV survived at a 17-pounder shot. That's impressive. After this, Panzer going to use his flank in the hill. Just as artillery strikes go in. Good timing. And 17-pounder Lisbeth got now the Wehrmacht could start pushing up with their own armor. Indeed they are. SS Auftrag are also sneaking up now. But the Panzergrenadiers could just keep advancing, getting up to the next piece of cover. I think the Germans could turn this around. They push in here and clear it out. I think the Allies might actually have been bled dry.
Attacking one of our forward positions.
Good play from the Germans. The commanders tried to push up down here, but there's not actually a lot to stop them, but they're still retreating. I guess the Ostwind is still around, and that's it, we're going in. Oh, Kush took us a first there, I think. I just missed the explosions. But the hill is beginning to be in German hands. Looks like we might have a victory for the Axis here. Yep. Looks like the Allies pulled out at this point. This was an intriguing match. The Germans actually bled the Allies out. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.